Geocachers, it's time to celebrate your achievement. Introducing the brand new Jasmer Challenge Geocoins, designed to honor your dedication to one of the toughest geocaching challenges out there. Each coin represents a completed loop of the Jasmer Challenge, marking your journey through the history of geocaching. Whether you've conquered Loop 1, Loop 2, Loop 3, or gone all the way to Loop 4, there's a coin for you. These stunning geocoins were designed by renowned coin artist Christian Mackey, known for his incredible craftsmanship and attention to detail. And at just $25 each, they're a must-have for any serious cacher. Don't wait. Grab yours today in the Geocache Talk Shop and show the world that you've mastered the Jasmer Challenge.
A stunning symbol of adventure, community, and storytelling. Its bold design shines with vibrant colors and a cool retro look. It's more than just a coin. It's a badge of geocaching passion. You can be part of the journey by supporting Geocache Talk on Patreon. Your patronage helps create inspiring shows, grow the community, and keep the adventure going. Join the network at patreon.com/geocachetalk.
Hello, and welcome to Challenge Talk, part of the Geocache Talk Network. You can watch the show live on the second Tuesday of each month. Feel free to jump over to YouTube or Facebook to watch the broadcast live and join the wonderful and active chat room, or listen to the entire show later on your favorite podcast player or YouTube.
Tonight, we're going to continue our exploration of the year 2000 caches, this time from August, the rarest month of all.
Yes, I'm excited. There's just something special about the August caches because of their rarity. And we also have prizes to give away each show to our listeners. Between each show, be sure to email your challenge cache finds to challengetalkpodcast@gmail.com. You could be a winner.
You could. And later on in the show, we'll play our special game exclusively for our live audience, the Wheel of Challenges. So listen live, get your email app ready, and follow the instructions when the time comes so you can have a chance at winning tonight's grand prize.
That's right. And at the end of the show, we'll highlight some of the challenge caches you found, and someone will win our coveted monthly giveaway. So hello, Tim. Good night.
Hi.
Good night. Good night. How are you?
Well, I'm not in my normal studio.
You are.
No, I've got a little bit behind me. And before I get too deep into things, I did some research on the fly, and I see that Challenge Talk Podcast show number 1 was July of 2020. So this is show number 68, not quite 6 years. I got some bad information in the chat room and confirmed it, but YouTube counts things differently than we do.
Oh, how interesting.
So we're getting close to
close.
6 years. Do you realize that?
Yeah, I've been here for it.
You have. I haven't, but it's been a lot of fun. I love it.
Yeah.
So this really has been a very quiet month for me. Michigan has gone through winter weather advisory. When I left, we had 18 inches of snow, temperatures in the single digits. I've been spending a lot of couch time and a lot of planning time.
Yeah.
Not much caching, but we decided to come visit my daughter here in beautiful Spring Hill, Tennessee. We got snow. We got rid of the snow just as we crossed the border between Kentucky and Tennessee.
Oh, good.
It's that far south. I did go find a lonely earth cache here and had to navigate ice. So it's been very challenging even this far. Today, 75 degrees, lots of sun. This is what we came to Tennessee for.
That's good. That's good.
I did catch up on all of my treasures. I am complete. And I got 10 earth caches for my all things earth cache bingo sheet.
Wow. Very good. Very good.
Oh, it's been a good week. Not necessarily a good month.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes it takes a change of scenery to make things happen.
It does.
Very
And what about your month?
Well, it's been beautiful weather. We haven't even had winter yet. So, but that hasn't let me go geocaching. Just because it's beautiful out doesn't mean I get to go geocaching.
That's
So
true.
yeah, I've also had a very quiet month. Sometimes life just takes over and doesn't let you go geocaching all month long, but that's okay. Same. I've been planning future caching trips when I can't get out going caching. So planning trips to Utah and a trip around Geo Woodstock. So, just
Oh, that'll be fun.
looking ahead to the fun stuff that's going to happen. And I did get to find a first to find on a new virtual 5.0. So that's a
Wow.
very unique experience to get a virtual first to find. I've seen some pictures of
Congratulations.
other folks getting their first to finds on virtuals. That's
Yeah.
pretty fun. So congrats to Rega in my area. He's a listener of the show and he got his virtual reward. And so he hit a local virtual and I got to find it.
Nice. On the way
Yeah.
down, there was a lot of chat in our group. Two of my friends got one. I did not get one, and I haven't seen one published yet. So
Oh.
I do have it as a watch in my
There
list.
have definitely been people who were waiting and ready. If they got
Oh, yeah.
one, they were ready and they published right away. Yeah. And then, of
Right.
course, we know others who are like, I have got to make the most perfect one and I'm going to think about it as long as I can.
Right. Right. Yep, I do have one virtual in my list, and so it's a pretty challenging one up here in Michigan, but I'm glad I got to at least put one out.
Good. Very good. Well, we have some news. So, FYI, again, like you saw in the beginning of the show, we have all of our coins at the Etsy shop. So, etsy.com/shop/geocache talk shop. And Gary put in the chat that some coins are on sale right now. So, take a look
Oh,
at that. You want to grab your coins while we have them and while they're on sale.
there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and there's the new 365. There's a couple of the Podcast of Hope ones left, right? And
I didn't
some of
check today. So,
okay, all
check
right.
it out. See what we got.
Oop, there we go. All right, and the other big news. I don't think we've got a bullet for it. I didn't create one for it. Cache Fest Savannah,
Yeah.
July 11th. GCBFDWB, Savannah, Georgia Cache Fest. I will share at least one thing in that we're working on a pre-event challenge again.
It's gonna be fun. We
We
had a
think
stroke of genius. We like what we're planning for you guys. We hope you'll like it too. But usually you guys are up for the challenge, whatever the challenge is. So yeah, I think you'll like it.
so. We'll have some fun there.
Yeah.
Okay. I mentioned Earth Cache Bingo. Now, folks might have seen the January 25th. That's a Sunday Geocache Talk show. All Things Earth Cache was there. It's a fun little bingo sheet, all surrounding Earth Caches. So just mention that again. There's an intro video in the show notes if you'd like to learn more about it. But as I said when I first heard about this, challenge accepted.
I'm seeing what I can do. We'll see. Hopefully, thank goodness we have a year to do it, right?
Yes.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
a year will get me there between
Well, and you're
travels
traveling
and
enough.
time.
Just put some
Yeah,
Earth Caches on
just
that
put some
priority
thought into it, right?
list. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
And I looked at the logbook for today. As a premium member, mine comes out on Tuesday.
Same.
And now that I have completely caught up on my treasures, 2 more are going to be announced for February.
Hey, keep it moving, right? Keep giving you things
fast
to do.
food and toy dinosaurs. Those should be interesting.
Uh-huh.
And then March is coming out with the cat figurines and the Geomobile.
I have to say, I appreciate cats after they did dogs and birds.
Okay. Yes. Time for some kitty cats.
Time for some cats.
All right. And
Yeah.
then we got one more news item, but we can't go into that just yet.
We'll save that. We'll save that for a little. Dingle dangle, we've got something to say later.
Well, I was doing.
Oh no, Gary just spilled the beans.
Ha! That's great.
Because Gary jumped into the show before we came live,
That's
and
great.
he said, we get to announce this. 2028 Geocache Talk Network is going on another cruise. Destination is to be determined. Get your guesses in right now, and we'll see what more to come on that one. That's all we can do. All we can say is that there's another cruise
But how
being planned.
exciting. How
That is fun.
exciting.
I might actually do this one.
Yeah. So we'll talk about the current cruise in a moment as we get to things later in the show. So
All right.
Tim, tell us about our challenge cache statistics.
Ooh, all right. Challenge caches for this month. We are now at over 51,000 challenge caches in the world. That's up 494. That's as of February the 2nd. USA, just under 20,000. We're at 19,603. I did not, because of being on the road, I didn't look at the state organization, but the top 4 in the USA are still the same. The top 5 in the world are still the same. So not much change there. So keep them challenges coming.
And we want to hear about it, what you guys are doing, not just finding, but hiding too, what you're creating in your area. And Tim, while you were talking, there's been some votes for an Antarctica cruise.
I saw that. I was just going to mention that. I'm
please. in. I'm in on that one. Oh my goodness. I think about that kind of cruise every now and then. Oh, it would be amazing.
That would be.
Yeah.
Hey, being that it is August and we only have 4 caches to talk about, I think we have some old business that we have.
We have some old business. Thank you for your patience to the people who participated in our December contest. And so this was announced at the end of November to get your entries in, or in our November show to get your entries in before our December show. And that was, what Project GC feature do you love? And so we announced our winners, but we want to tell you what features they enjoy. So our 1-year membership winner, Sims Quest, told us that she likes a specific checker 64533. And we have a link in the show notes, and we're also going to put a link on how you can look up any checker if you know the number. You just go to a Project GC checker page, and then you change the number or add the number. So very easy to look things up if you have a little bit of information. This checker is a calendar checker for different cache types found on each day of the year. And she said, in a never-ending quest to find 5 types in a day, this motivates me to go to an event that may be further away than I'd like to go to. It also encourages me to work on earth caches more, as they have never been one of my favorite types. So this is just kind of a giant visualization calendar. It's really neat. Definitely check out the show notes and check out this checker and see what inspires you to do.
So then the second one we had 2 6-month Project GC memberships to give away. And Team Libra, she uses the map bookmark feature the most. Now, she does hiking planning and challenging planning. It puts a public or a personal list on a map, and you can enter any profile name. You can check the cache finds of another geocacher's public list or one of your own lists. And she uses the tool in a couple ways to enhance her geocaching game with friends.
Yeah, that's right. So as she's planning hikes or challenges, what have I done? What have my friends done? What can we do to make a meaningful day together? So that's great. That's great. This next one, this next 6-month winner is from Bee Genius. She says she loves badge gen. I love looking over mine and seeing how close I am to the next stage, as well as comparing it to others. I think it's a wonderful snapshot of caching styles. She's also in our show note or in our chat room, and she said, I've been having a blast exploring it all. So that's great. I am happy you're using.
It's a deep rabbit hole that you can go down. We'll do another show at some point in time. Well, probably once we get through all of our Jasmer months, but because we need
we'll
another
have to
one
catch
coming up.
There's always something to talk about on Project GC, and Tim has that link up in the banner. This is the website you would go to, project-gc.com/challenges/ and then the number of the challenge. So like we said, for example, Sims Quest, it's 64533. That's what you would enter at the end of
Right. And if you've participated in the Cache Fest challenges, we only have a number because there's not a cache associated with it.
Right.
A
Right.
lot of times, if you're going to a specific cache, you can, click on the link that's in the cache page. But if there's no cache page, or you don't want to bring the cache page up, I frequently use the checker number because it's way easier, and I just click on it, change the link, and my personal favorite is checker 49673. It's very similar to what SimsQuest uses, only each thing is in its own box.
Oh, okay.
And so it shows calendar by size, calendar by type, fizzy by size, and fizzy by type. So it's a little bit more. You got to go through scrolling each one if you're trying to get, a full 7 or 9 on a particular day. But a lot of times I'll go after one type of cache to fill my 365, and then I'll work on another one, and then I'll work on another one. So that's just my own personal one. I showed it to SimsQuest, and she was like, way too much information.
Do what works for you, right?
That's right.
Yeah. We also had an honorable mention, X7 Kevin. He uses Map Compare. It allows him to quickly see every cache that was ever placed in his area, including those disabled or archived. Great for finding beloved Earth caches that were purged or potential good hiding locations.
Right.
So,
And
yeah.
I've done that. Yep. I created a new Earth cache from one that had been purged, and so changed some of the description to protect the guilty, and make it happen. So you can do that. That's a good tool to do that. So again, thank you to everybody who are participated. Congratulations to our winners, and hopefully we'll do it again in the future sometime.
Yeah. And just to reiterate, we have a question in the comments. That checker number Tim was referencing was 49673. And I know I sound like a broken record, but I am just that listener who wants to know everything you talked about. So I will make everything a link in the show notes. This is what I do after the show. I get some dinner, and then I sit down at the show notes and I link everything that I possibly can for you guys, because that's what I would want to. So there you go.
Yeah,
and while we were talking, we just heard from Gary. I just returned from New Mexico and completed a challenge fizzy. That is so cool.
Woo!
That is really, really neat to hear. Yeah.
I have one more grid on my challenge fizzy, and the cache is published. It's an LPC, and it's got 8 feet of snow around it right now, so I gotta wait. It's killing me.
I have some good Pennsylvania memories of caching with my group of friends, and digging out lampposts in the middle of winter. Yeah, good stuff. Good memories. Yeah.
There's nothing better than that. So I saw he put it in the show notes already, but we wanted to let folks know about a new event coming out in Pocatello, Idaho. And this is being put together by the Cheeky Brett. It is called Challenge Fest. And if you're familiar with our Cache Fest, you might see some pre-event challenges, some post-event challenges. It's all about games and challenges and fun.
That's really great.
So it's GCBF 8TE. And it's going to be in Pocatello, Idaho in August of 2026. So mark your calendars down. Let's go challenge crazy.
And Pocatello already has an amazing base of caches to do, let alone this amazing event.
Well, they've got the Cheeky Brett. Why would you not?
And all those really fun cachers featured in his gift video. Yes.
Very nice. All right. And then once again, we got another Birkenstock report, which
Mm-hmm.
is her caching name, but it's also a report on the Birkenstock Trail. It's the Alaska Challenge Trail update. You want to go into this one?
Yeah. So again, show notes, links, and they're all there. She sent us the link because they now have a website that's live, aurorachallengetrail.com. They also have a store where you can buy gear to support the cost of the trail. You can see a complete list of the current caches and a bookmark list that will link. All 76 caches and 3 bonus caches have been placed. So now in total, there's 75 regular caches, a special choose your own challenge. I apologize. I didn't get to research that, but again, linked in the show notes. The 3 bonus caches. And she wanted to specifically mention 11 mini Jasmer challenge caches. She said there are 7 matching mini Jasmer challenge caches in Anchorage proper. These are just filled in the years that were missing from those pre-established challenges.
Okay. Nice.
And she said there's a certain cache that's she's most excited to see publish, GC BHH4W, which is a points-based challenge cache designed to encourage people to find some of the most classic of Alaskan caches. So kind of like the geocaching trifecta for Alaska. And this was interesting. I love the teamwork on this. She said, with the help of some folks at Project GC and my reviewer, we came up with a point system that would encourage but not require people in my state to find Alaska's oldest Centurion Guards, Alaska's first Earth cache, Alaska's first virtual, Alaska's most favorited cache, and the Cache Odyssey cache. And they can qualify for a checker in a variety of ways, but the easiest is to find those caches that I just mentioned. Yeah, so that's an awesome example of working with the people in your sphere to make up something creative and something that fits in the rules.
Right. And we know that reviewers, their primary mission is to
Publish
approve
caches.
caches and publish. And so, if you got an idea, you run it by them, and if the guidelines can work, they'll figure out how, and you can push the envelope with it. We know our resident challenge guy also likes to do that. Our Memphis Mafia.
That's right. He will always advocate for pushing the boundaries.
Pushing the boundaries, and then just finding our way. Look at all the news we got from all.
I love it. Thank you, guys.
The Southwest Area Geocachers, commonly known as SWAG. They do an event every year, I think. Around
they just had it last weekend. Yeah.
They have added a large circle of 30 challenges in this past week. I guess the past week came in at the end of January, but in time for the mega. It's located in the Barry M. Goldwater Range. It's a military practice area. That might be a little challenging if they're actually shooting stuff, but
I don't know how that works. Do your research.
Yeah, they surround the Arizona Star GeoArt. So it gave us a couple. Again, look in the show notes. Man's Best Friend Challenge is at the northern parking coordinates. There's one in the southern parking lot. Off-road motor vehicles not allowed. It's about a 6-mile hike. So again, should be doable.
And he told us that he did 14 of them on January 30th, and he was quite intentional about the sequence he did them in because he wanted well-stated counties challenge gold as a milestone. And that challenge requires fines in all counties of 5 states, and it was his 2000th qualified and logged challenge. So that's a very fun achievement. Yes, congratulations on that. And he said, in addition to this group of 30, there were 23 new ones added to a series east of Camp Verde, Arizona. So Arizona's killing it with all the challenges.
I may have to look them up next month and see how far they jumped up on the list.
Yeah.
All right. The next bit of news. This has come in a couple of different times, but the question is how to find a not chosen cache size. And we know that that you can't create a challenge anymore that has that attribute. You can't search on the attribute. but there is a way to do it, and you can't directly search on it. So I'm gonna talk, and I'm gonna bring my screen up, maybe, and kind of walk through how to do this. So here's just the normal on the web geocaching page. I believe this only works on the web. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the play tab, and I'm going to search, standard search. And then I'm going to select the filter and say, where do I want to search? I'm going to search Pocatello, if I spell it correctly. Pocatello, Idaho, and I'm going to search for 20 miles around Pocatello. This is where you have a little bit of flexibility. You can do whatever you need in here. Now, and again, I cannot choose a not chosen cache size. That's not a legitimate
Right.
cache size.
Right, hence our problem.
So I now will just apply that basic challenge, and it's going to tell me it found 896 caches. The next thing I will do is click on the size that says sort by size. And now at the top of the list, anything where the size is none,
that's your not chosen.
Is a not chosen cache. And I can highlight them over here, and I can put them on a list. And so if I'm setting up a trip to Pocatello and I want not chosen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them are available to find. And you can do this anywhere in the world, but it helps you find the not chosen. And once again, in the show notes, I've laid this out, and then I went into ChatGPT, which got it wrong. And then I said, no, you did it wrong. What do you think about this? And it goes, oh yeah, that's a good way to do that.
Changing the world, Tim, changing the world.
ChatGPT approved. So,
well, good. Thank you for showing us that.
Watchers and listeners. And we need to somehow edit the show notes so we can remember this. Because I have talked about this once before, but I couldn't find the show that we did it. So we'll make a note and find out where it is. Right. So anyway, that's for those people that are working on challenges where you need to get 100 or more of every cache size, of which not chosen is a cache size. Now you know how to find it.
Yeah, good. Well, guys, thank you so much for keep sharing everything that's happening in your world of challenges, and we'll get it out there. Something I didn't even think of just this past weekend. I'm always talking about coin challenges in Oregon. The city of Roseburg, Oregon, had their coin challenge kickoff. I didn't get to go, so that's on my to-do list now to head over and catch up, because they only make 200 coins. So if you can get to Roseburg, Oregon, if you haven't already, the challenge is out. You can pick up your passport at the Hampton Inn so you can map out your day. It's very doable in one day and several hours. So I'm looking forward to completing that challenge soon, even though all my friends have already completed it. So got to get over there. Yeah.
So we have 4 Jasmer caches to talk about this month. And so let's get into it.
Yeah. These feel like special ones. Special because you can only do quad Jasmer because there are only 4 August 2000 caches. So if you want to achieve as much as you can achieve, you have to visit these 4 caches, unlike other months where you have some wiggle room to pick and choose what geographically works for you if you're working towards quad. Yep. So yeah, let's talk through
any geocacher you meet in the world knows these 4 caches, and you automatically have a story to share.
That's right.
The first one up on the list is so much fun. It's probably the hardest one to get. It is GC4D. This is the match stash, and it's located in Sweden. So it was placed August 11th. It has 2,900. And when I created the show notes, it was 65. It's now 74.
Oh, 9 more people
So
have
it has
found them.
gone up another
Found
9.
it. At least 9 more people have found it.
Yeah. There's a lot of good detail on the cache page. However, I did not find the hint very accurate anymore. My wife and
And
I
Tim,
did
you
this one.
found this just last year, a few months ago.
Well, just a few months ago. Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
within the last year, but within the last 4 months.
Mhm.
I found it at the end of September. We did do a Baltic Sea cruise. It was our anniversary cruise, and we started in Sweden. And when I got the opportunity, the okie dokie from my wife that says, we want to go on an anniversary cruise. And I said, how about this one? She said, that sounds fine. I started planning. I
As
think we
a
were on
geocacher
site
would.
for about 45 minutes to find this cache.
So the time it took you to get there plus 45 minutes looking.
Yes. And there used to be a train that ran from Stockholm nearby the cache, about a
Okay.
kilometer away, maybe at most 3 kilometers. That train is out of service now.
Oh.
And so we asked at the hotel, how do we get here? The hotel had no idea where we were going, but they said from Stockholm to this town, this is the train that's not working, but there's a bus stop here that you could take a bus. We couldn't find the bus stop. And so, being Americans in a foreign country, we are absolute idiots. We could not find the right stop. We asked a couple of different bus drivers, where's this? Well, I don't know. So we were stuck. The Hove Cafe, Hovcafet, is a public cafe at the destination. And I was able to do an Uber from Stockholm to that cafe, and it cost me about $20
Oh,
to
okay.
get out there. So it wasn't terrible. I figured the bus was maybe going to be $5, maybe $10. I wasn't leaving Sweden without this cache. So
$20.
20
Take
bucks
it. Take it. Yeah.
done. Done. Now we also know that the Geocache Talk Network is headed to Stockholm, Sweden in July. There's 120 geocachers going on a bus to find this cache.
Or maybe 2 buses.
Maybe 2 buses. I'm hoping they'll have a little better luck than I did when I
As a
found
group
it.
search versus a single person or
Yeah.
a duo. Yeah.
Yep. There were 2 of us searching, and my wife, bless her heart, she's not a heights person, and you have to scale some heights when you're looking for this cache. The cache page is excellent, but we'll see. Now, we heard from Gary earlier, the cruise is sold out, but the travel agent they're working with has been able to do some magic. So if you are interested, the possibility exists where you might be able to go. You need to send an email to geocachetalk@gmail.com and say any opportunity. Gary told us there were people that already had a confirmed reservation and they had to back out. Well, if you don't have trip insurance, you don't back out of a cruise. But they could change because we're going through a travel agent. Not all the stuff is firm yet. So they can substitute people. So if somebody drops, you could be added. There's also several other groups going, so you might be able to sneak in. Technically, it's all sold out.
Yeah. Gary said
Oh,
3 buses.
3 buses.
That makes sense the more I think about it.
Probably, yeah. 40 passenger buses, maybe 50, 45. It'll be comfortable. It's going to be so much fun. I'm sure they're going to have a blast and find that cache, and they'll probably find it a lot faster than we did.
Yeah.
Not giving anything away, though. You guys are on your own.
And Tim, did you say your perspective on the size of the cache made a difference in your search?
Yes. I mean, it's a regular cache. I'm looking for a 50 caliber ammo can or about like that. It is not a 50 caliber ammo can. So where I was looking for a few places that could hide a regular, it's smaller than a regular. that can hide in more places. So we were looking all over the mound in order to find this.
Gotcha. And you don't have a picture of the container. No spoilers here, but
Nope, no spoilers.
there you are, finding match stash. Hey, Tim and I were talking before the show. All these old caches have these posters that people that live in the cache and people hold up. I am so curious, who is the person who made these posters that live on, and we all end up with these similar photos? If anyone knows, we're very curious. Thank you to that person who has unified us all with your little poster.
Right. Very good. All right. And as I mentioned, the detail on the cache page is very good for the match stash.
Good.
It tells you how to get there. Some of them we talked about, there's a lot of missing information. Now, this one has a lot of good information for it.
All right. And
Number 2.
Be Genius is imagining a conga line of cachers to the match stash.
Yeah, it's a nice trail. It's an easy trail to walk to the cache area. And but it's not wide. You're not going to go 5, 6 across. You're going to be in a long conga line.
That's amazing. Take pictures, take video. Everybody, we want to see it if we can't make the cruise. And Gary is reminding us that the cruise is June 21st to July 3rd to 6 countries. So this is not the only cache you're going to get on that cruise. Yeah.
No. I've been in touch with a couple people that have asked about finding some since we did that, just a couple months ago, and found some of the oldest ones.
All right, we've got Lake Lanier. This is a rather easy August 2000 cache to find. This is GC21. And so this is about, an hour north of Atlanta. You can take a look on the map there and decide with traffic and all the things, how long that's going to take you from where you are. And you park at Little Ridge Park, and it's just a short, easy walk out into the woods from there. I don't recall any problems. I found it in 2017. Tim, you found it in 2023. It was just a nice walk in the woods.
Yep. Beautiful view of the lake. It's an easy cache to find. It's not hidden real hard. Definitely a highlight for our trip that we did to Georgia that year.
Yeah. I can't find my pictures from there. You had, again, one of those posters,
signs.
One of those signs. There's your sign at Lake Lanier. I do remember the month I found it in, there was a Geo Challenge of the month. And for some reason, we did a cache pants video. We found it. So don't remember quite exactly what that challenge was. Maybe just to do the cache pants dance. So I remember doing it at Lake Lanier.
Awesome. That's cool.
And this is not a boat cache. You can see
it is not a boat.
The train there is 1.5. We talked to Captain John last month about Marooned. Lake Lanier and Marooned are so incredibly close to each other. You need them both, probably. You want them both, probably. But this is going to be your easier of those two old caches.
Oh, absolutely. But you also want to, in the notes, I found it in November of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
November is the absolute worst month to go to Georgia looking for the Jasmer because Marooned is not available in November. So I messed that trip up big time.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah,
so I did not get them in the same years. No, I got them in 2 different, very far apart years of going caching trips. So, yeah.
Yeah, so you can get Lake Lanier, stay high and dry, no problem. Marooned, get them both. And that's very similar to what our next cache is. The next one for August is Geocache 612.
Mm-hmm.
That one's in Michigan. It is maybe an hour east of Traverse City. Traverse City is the major city where you embark with Captain Mike to get to Power Island. Now, between the two, Power Island is my favorite of the two because
of course
you got to take a boat. It's beautiful on the water. It's a great island hike. This one is probably about as boring as you can get.
But it makes it very doable to do on the same day as Power Island as I did.
Yes. So you get to Traverse City, and then in the afternoon, you can come over here. This particular cache was in a logging area, and it got disabled a couple of years ago for several months. and there were some very disappointed cachers who had came there. Your biggest obstacle is going to probably be sand in the road.
Right.
If you have a very low clearance vehicle, you may have some trouble. I know some people that have taken regular passenger minivans down the road. You do get more purchase than it seems like, but that's probably the biggest thing you're going to deal with. The cache is maybe 100 foot off the road. It's unmowed terrain. So the weeds are long depending on when you go. There are lots of trees that are down, so you might bang some ankles and some
But it's
shins.
really not a hard 100 feet. And,
No.
I parked farther out. There's kind of a crossroads. We have it in the show notes. It's best to come from the north off of Blue Lake Road. And I drove down that road the whole way to an intersection. Sand was getting looser. I was getting a little less confident with the rental car. So we just walked a little farther than 100 feet, and it's still not bad.
No, we found it in the wintertime again with a friend. There it is.
There it is.
It's no
Classic
longer an
ammo
ammo
can.
can, though.
Oh, it isn't. Okay, so I
Oh,
found
wait.
it.
I'm sorry, it was not an ammo can when I found it, but I think it's back to being an ammo can.
Okay. I
They
found
replaced
this in 2024.
Right. Yep, you were more recent. So the next one up, this is our final cache.
Because there's only 4. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. There's only 4 this month.
Yeah. So Potter's Pond in Utah, GC3B. And so this one is one you're definitely going to have to do planning based on the weather, the season, potentially other factors, fires, all kinds of things. What vehicle are you in? Lots and lots of factors, because you're going up into the mountains and you're driving on unpaved roads. And so, but it's gorgeous. I was telling Tim before the show, I think I super lucked out. I didn't do planning on this one. We were just like, I was with my brother and my parents, and he lives in Utah, and we we're like, what do you think? And he said, yeah, we can do that. That works today. So, I think I just super lucked out without planning the heck out of this, which I normally do for every cache. So
you found it in 2015 as well. So kind of as we chatted about before the show, you were a lot younger, and so things were a lot easier.
Right.
But it's not so bad. Things that we know about, and I want to shout out to Princess and Dutch, some friends of mine from Michigan. They sent me kind of some basic information that we're covering. And again, I really want to point people back to the show notes. The Hiking Seal gave us
amazing detailed information.
Yeah, very detailed information. So Princess and Dutch said it's one of the most beautiful areas that a cache could be placed. There is absolutely no service. Everything you need has to be offline, or you don't get it. If you can park in the campground, site 18, providing you go during a season that has open roads.
And that's site 17. I meant to update that.
Oh, I thought it was 18.
Yeah, 17.
I think Princess and Dutch said that. So after you get near Potter's Pond, you're going to have about an hour's drive after you leave the main road, and that's going to be the 2-track switchback stuff. Once there, you have about a moderate 30-minute hike, and again, it's going to be more uphill.
This one is uphill. There's a creek to cross. There's, things to step over, just watching your footing kind of thing. And you're in high elevation in Utah. So yeah, it's just, but again, slow and steady. You're going to be fine if you feel capable.
No, the fall colors change around mid-September. Seasonally, if you want to go late May to late October, again, the closer you get to the late part of May and the late part of October, your weather's going to get iffy, especially now. But mid-September, leaves are changing, and Princess and Dutch said absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. Hiking Seal did confirm it's site 17. You know,
Okay.
one of my thoughts was, what if someone's camping in Site 17? But it wasn't, because I knew that when I was going, but there was no one there. So that was convenient. Um, oh, I thought I had
I
something
wonder
to
how
say.
far Site 18 is away from Site 17.
Yeah, I don't remember that part. I really don't. We have a good comment in the show notes. Jim says, I think I'll save the extra info given here and in the show notes in his personal notes on these cache pages, so he has it if any money goes. That's a great
Oh,
thought.
absolutely. Yeah.
Save it
Good idea.
now. You don't have to try to find our show notes later if it's several years from now. So yeah, just a little tip to put them there in the personal cache note for yourself.
Yeah. So this is a personal one for me. This is the last one that
The
I need
last one
to
that you
watch
need.
Jasmine.
Very good. This was
Oh.
me and my family finding that 10 years
Oh,
ago.
look at that.
Yeah. So there's my
Mom and
brother
Dad and
and my
brother.
parents that you all probably have seen many times. Yeah.
Awesome. That is so cool.
Yeah. So yeah, those are the four biggies. You know, Tim,
August 2000.
August 2000, you can do,
Quad Jasmer.
as is my experience, almost an entire quad jasmer in the United States, but match stash, Sweden. Yep.
Match dash is absolutely the big one. That's the one that gives everybody the most trouble. But Stockholm was an amazing place. The people were friendly. And again, September, the United States was changing a little bit. We've changed a little bit more now. Hopefully, geocachers are still as friendly. So I think the gang on the cruise is going to have just a most excellent adventure.
Here, one of our in-show researchers, the cheeky Brit, says archived August 2000 caches. GC1A in Colorado had 29 finders. GC38 in Missouri had 41 finders. GC3C in Virginia had 9 finders. Oh, wow. GC3D Wisconsin,
Oh,
0
no.
finders. GC44 Luxembourg, 43 finders. GC51 Georgia, 2 finders. And all of these you could look up, but they are locked.
Correct.
So,
yeah. No armchair logging on them.
No armchair logging now. This is I would say way too important of a hill to die on in the geocaching world that they aren't even going there. We're not going to
no.
Yeah.
Play the game your way, but don't cheat on something.
But don't cheat on that. You cannot.
All right.
You will not be allowed.
Not be allowed. All right. Well, let's go here.
Hi, I'm Fox and the Hound, actual name Chris Mackey. I'm from Carbondale, Pennsylvania, and it's time for the Wheel of Challenges.
Woohoo! Wheel of Challenges game. All right, I'm ready. One live viewer each month will be selected to face off against the wheel to have a chance to win the grand prize, a 1-year membership on Project GC. We ask that you limit yourself to 3 lifetime wins. So to enter, let me find my banner. You want to open your email right now. Email challengetalkpodcast@gmail.com with the subject spin me and your geocaching username in brackets with your answer to this question. In how many countries can you find August 2000 caches in the world? All right. So
Woo-hoo.
I'm going to go over to the email as Tim gets things set up on the wheel. And, like we said, if you guys have anything you want to tell us about, news in your area, challenges you're hiding, we'd love to hear about what you're hiding as well. Send those in to us.
Sorry, I put the music up over you, which is this is our
that is okay.
Our theme song. We don't have much to talk about.
It's fun. Get down. Right. Well, I definitely have a correct answer here. Oh. This is our first correct answer is from Matthew Dreyer, MP Dreyer, and the answer is 2 countries. So Tim, I'll stick that in the private chat for you for the correct spelling. Right, and let's spin that wheel.
All right, I'm going to spin the wheel now. Sure I am. There we go. Let's have one we haven't gotten before.
Oh, what did it land on?
Oh.
I guess it landed on this 4.5.
I think this is a 4.5. I haven't seen this one before. The Ansel Adams Challenge. Let's see what this one actually comes up
That looks
with.
like a really long GC code.
This is a 4 difficulty challenge.
All right.
GC 47 D 37. Ansel Adams. So here's your challenge. Find and log 25 caches. 10 of them must have the word black. 10 of them must have the word white. 5 must have gray. Oh boy.
Okay, we got our checker.
And let's see, don't put my name in there, put MP Dreyer in. And,
oh no! What does it say?
So he's found 9 with black. He's found 11 with white and 1 with gray.
Something to work on.
Yeah.
Who knew that's what you needed to work on?
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Some of the challenge checkers tell you. And again, as we did earlier in the show, this is checker 49968. So if you know what you're working on, you can just type that challenge number in, see where you are in progress, and not have to go to the cache page and go beyond.
Yeah, and this is a good note. This is a pre-moratorium challenge. So a challenge like this is not allowed to be published, but you can still work on it as long as it's active. You can go find it. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It was last January 25th. There's people still working on it. Pix _Z.
Yeah.
So you can do that. Congratulations. All right. So next month we'll try again.
That's right. Thanks for playing. All right. And now we would like to highlight and give a congratulatory shout out to listeners who email us proof of qualifying and logging a challenge cache since the last show. So again, send us an email to challengetalkpodcast@gmail.com with your finds and your stories and your photos and whatever you want to send us about your find, so we can feature you. If we have enough time, we'll feature everyone, and enter you into the prize giveaway for a Challenge Talk path tag. So here are a few of the interesting challenges we've heard about from our listeners in the past month.
So the first one comes in from Bloody Cool, and it is GCB1MKV. This is the Baltimore County Icon Challenge. So what you need to do here is find at least 6 different cache types in Baltimore County, Maryland. And so he just got back from Guatemala, so it didn't help with it, but he got this one that was local.
But he still got this one. Guatemala, Baltimore.
Right.
That's right. All right. Our next submission is from Jedi Trash Panda. This is GC A3360 365 non-traditional progressive variety challenge. Find a non-traditional cache type, any kind, on every single day of the year. And he said, I signed it almost 2 years ago. Feels good to finally log it. I can imagine. I love finally meeting a challenge. Congratulations.
This is even more interesting.
How so? What are you seeing?
Yeah, I brought it up on the page. Not only do you have to find 365 non-traditional, but it's progressive. So you need 5 webcams, 10 events, 15 where I go, 20 letterbox, 25 virtual, 30 earth caches, 35 multis, and 40 mysteries. So you're building your
and I can see there on the checker, the checker's rated a difficulty of 78.
Yeah, so this is a pretty good one, and I think the checker does give you this kind of grid that we're looking at, which shows,
I love a good grid output.
The icon.
God bless the checker writers who do that for us.
Yeah. All right. Cool. And from Just Finding Our Way, we found GC8NFV1. This is the 15,000 find milepost challenge. The interesting thing about this one is that adventure labs do not count as a cache type. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. This one was placed in March of 2020. This is a 77 on the difficulty scale. So
Wow.
you just, you have to find 15,000 geocaches.
Mm-hmm.
Venture Labs don't count.
Yeah. And I've wondered on challenges that don't specify, is it my choice or is it their choice? Do I just presume and log it, or do I reach out to the owner? I don't know. What would you do? Let us know.
True.
All right. This next one is To the Moon Challenge submitted by Canuck 1867, GC 7M40H. And she said, I made sure to have enough miles to go to the moon and back. With all the trouble our astronauts have had in the past, I wanted to ensure I got back. The astronauts Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore signed up for an 8 to 10-day trip and ending up in space for 286 days. So she ended up with 612,296 miles, or 2.563 the distance to the moon. So she made it with room to spare, did not get stuck in space. Congratulations.
Yay! Good job.
Very, very good story. Yeah.
Yep. Now she also completed a personal challenge.
I like
And
this.
Was GCAY4HQ, the Gilby Challenge series. I love a challenge. You have to find 50 caches that have the challenge cache attribute.
Right. And so her personal challenge was she finally surpassed the number of traditional finds with her number of unknown finds.
Yeah, which
That's
is always fun.
Awesome. That's actually something I'm worried about. I think ALs are going to pass my traditionals really soon, and I'm like,
they might.
I love ALs, but I kind of don't love that for my statistics. So this is a very impressive statistic. Congratulations.
It is. Yep. Congratulations on that one.
All right.
Next one sent in is from our friend, the Cheeky Brit. This is GC6K DDA. And this one comes from my area. It's Max B on the river. Her Event Road Warrior Challenge.
Yeah. And Tim, can you pop over to that cache page?
Oh,
we're on the moon challenge.
Wrong one. I'm over
No problem.
Okay. Yep. Max B's Event Road Warrior. So attend an event in at least 12 different states, provinces, or countries.
Yeah.
And again, this is one, sometimes they're only in the US, sometimes they're only in Canada. But this one is anywhere in the world.
So and this is now also a not allowable type of challenge to hide. So
correct.
Get it while you can, while these caches are still active.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Max's husband passed away a couple of years ago, but Max is still active, thankfully, and she's still placing and monitoring her caches. So awesome. That's great.
Very good. Very good. He also told us, Cheeky Brit told us that he has a new hide in the I-20 Challenge series. I believe he said in Texas. And this is find geocaches with all 691 combinations of Hidden Day and Found Day. So both of those are 1 through 31. And that comes up to 961 squares. And he made the observation that it's hard to stumble upon it with less than 20,000 finds.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So yeah, what a challenge. So congratulations. That means you are qualify yourself to be able to hide that. And that's a really neat challenge to have put out there for folks. So thanks for telling us about that.
That is. All right, over to our last one. This is from the Birkenstock Report. It's GC3AEQ2, 1,000,000 miles. Wow. So this one you have to find caches with a total distance from your home coordinates of at least 1,000,000 miles.
Yeah.
And she signed this one in June, didn't think she'd ever get there. But thanks to the Oregon Block Party Geo Art, she got to do over Christmas break. She's now finished it. This is a pre-moratorium cache. What is it? It doesn't have a checker. And
yeah. So what she's saying is kind of what the observation I just made. She wonders she says, I don't think the hider could have ever imagined how Adventure Labs would have changed the game. So looking forward to coming back to this page again someday when she can say she's found 1,000,000 miles of traditional caches, not having those Adventure Labs in her stats with that. So she says I'll continue to keep an eye on this and celebrate when she achieves that too.
Yeah. So now it's interesting though, because there is a quasi checker, and
Okay.
this is not something we've talked about, but GSAC was kind of a pre-Project GC tool that geocachers would use, and I know a lot of people are still using it today. There is something called a macro that you can apply to Project GC, and it will go through that data, and it will bring things up. And so there is a distance from home with an average distance grid. And what they were really looking for was the 500 to 1,000 miles away, and you need over 1,000 of those to get to 1,000,000. And so away you go. So
Yeah.
there is a quasi checker for it.
If you are, I can't even remember what it's called right now.
GSAC.
GSAC. If you're a GSAC user, goodness, I used to be a GSAC user. It's been a lot of years since I touched it.
Yeah, and some of them I have. This is the Project GC add-on to my page, and sometimes some of these older caches will have a checker written for them, but this one
because people enjoy writing that code, and if they can, they will. And so that add-on is nice to find sometimes. And we had a request in the chat to say what each state the challenges are in. So I didn't see that until the last cache we talked about, which was in Iowa. So I can tell you that one. And the Max Beast challenge was in Michigan. Yep. And the Baltimore was in Maryland. So I can remember those.
I can flip through quickly. The number 2, the 365, was also in Maryland. And the 15,000 fine mile post was Arizona. And To the Moon is in South Dakota.
Thank you. And Hiking Seal said in the chat that Project GC has the same distance from home chart.
Okay.
So
I thought they had that now.
Yay, Project GC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, thank you all for those submissions. And remember to enter for next month. Send in your email before the show. And this month's winner is Jedi Trash Panda. Congratulations. We'll be in touch about your Path Tag prize. So thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. We've heard from you that you've been enjoying this series. We love talking about these very special caches. If you have any details about the upcoming September through December 2000 caches, an amazing story or a really great detail of something we should know and the audience should know, let us know so we can share with everybody. Yeah. And remember, the next show is the second Tuesday of March, which is March 10th. And like I said a million times, show notes will be posted shortly after the show airs in the video description and linked in the podcast description. Every link we have talked about here will be linked in the show notes.
Yep. So it's a good resource to go back and check. And remember, we're starting to get near
close.
Travel season. So when you see Emily or I out, remember this.
I'm B Genius. I'm from Tampa, Florida. Challenge accepted.
Yay.
Howdy, Electric Water Boy from Selma, Texas, and challenge completed.
Oh, that's great. Those were recorded at Going Caching. I miss my Going Caching friends. Yeah. That's great.
So It's cool. We definitely want to, again, thank everyone for your patronage, watching, listening. This is much less of a show without you.
Absolutely.
So we really
without
need
you, our patrons, and our listeners.
Just kind of take over and make things go. So always remember, it is not about the numbers. It's about the challenge.
Challenge accepted. Good night, everyone.